Coming up next, a welterweight matchup between Nate Diaz and Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Well, if you're just getting into fighting and you're looking for a fighter to support, you can do worse than Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Really a guy who's easy to root for and coming off some of the biggest wins of his career recently.
He is starting to get everything right. For as long as Jorge Masvidal has been in this game, you always had the feeling that there was still work to be done in order to truly reach his optimal form. I feel like now he's finally getting it. And people overlook the fighter's mentality of Jorge Masvidal. We talk about Kimbo Slice in the back there fighting, but Jorge Masvidal was right next to him.
Right.
He was back there fighting just for the sake of fighting. And he has done that in the octagon, and now he's finally putting it all together as he tries to make his way to a UFC title fight.
All right, get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, Nate Diaz, one of the biggest superstars in all of mixed martial arts. It's amazing to think where he could have taken his star power if he was in a regular cycle competing every 3 months.
Yes, if he fought as regularly as most guys, his star power would be even bigger. But Nate Diaz moves at his own pace. A phenomenal striker and a great jiu-jitsu tacticianer. You fall into Nate Diaz's guard, you will get submitted, as he's shown on a number of occasions. A fantastic fighter. Welcome back, Nate Diaz.
You're not going to out-cardio these Diaz brothers. You're not going to out-tough Nate Diaz. And once again, he is facing top competition here tonight. We'll see how it goes for Nate Diaz here in his UFC routine. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Both fighters are 35 years old. Diaz is 1 inch taller. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 17 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 13 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, presenting an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up and we are underway.
Ready?
The calm, cool, collected Jorge Gamebred Masvidal ready to go, and so are we. Round 1 is underway. We have seen an uptick in the aggression for Masvidal as he has vaulted into welterweight contention. Asked Donald Cowboy Cerrone about that aggression back in 2017. We'll see if Masvidal tries to get off to that good start and get the offense going early tonight.
Oh, big punch land.
All right, good to have you with us. with us tonight as we get round one underway. On one side of this equation, we have one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners in the sport. And whether he pulls guard or goes for the takedown, you got to think at some point this fight's going to hit him.
As soon as the fight hits the floor, he's going to start throwing up legs. He'll start attacking his neck. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy.
Right hand on point. Goes upstairs for an elbow. Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done facing Nate Diaz.
So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Oh, collar tie. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Lands flush with that right hand. Ooh, blocks the shot.
Dig and kick.
Masvidal's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Not there. Under a minute now to go in round one.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
45 seconds remain in the round. "30 seconds to go.
He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Final seconds here of round one. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, no telestrator for DC tonight, but we'll get you some replays. And if you like face punching, that was a good round.
Yeah, where's my telestrator, man? I want to draw this action. But yeah, John, you're right. It was the striking, it was the punches that really did allow him to take control of this round.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number one.
Oh, and there's a land with the kick, so certainly a good sign for him there.
When that's working, you know he's in for a good night.
Well, for years, Tyron Woodley had said Jorge Masvidal is the best boxer on this UFC roster. Certainly showed you the hands there, DC.
I mean, he didn't like that left hand.
He's got him right here. Whoa!
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Back to the feet.
Oh, he got him hurt
Oh,
bad.
big left. Man.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, that's a good strike there by Diaz. So 50 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz. Well, not necessarily the efficiency you'd be looking for, landing with 36% accuracy against Jorge Masvidal. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down.
Oh! He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Wow!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves it. Under
2 minutes now to go in round two. His lower jaw looking extremely swollen now. Single collar tie now. Oh!
He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Now he's going to attack a triangle choke here. Watch triangle. Watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat.
And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
All right, so there's the Horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do and it stays this close, you got to really switch it up. What corner is able to relay that message to their fighter better in the round? That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Man, how good is that jab from Nate Diaz? Almost as if he's been doing it for 20 years, right?
I mean, he has been doing it. You know, he's got a great boxing coach in Richard Perez, a guy that he believes in, a guy that has allowed him to gain the confidence.
Oh!
Holy smokes! Put him to sleep!
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Diaz is trying to lock up on a submission now.
Oh, he's got the choke. Look at him pushing the arm down, maybe stepping into a crucifix. Wow, you don't see that very often.
Oh, he's in trouble here. No way!
His opponent had to tap from an inverted triangle. This is not something we see very often.
Well, I don't determine who wins the bonuses, but when you execute an inverted triangle choke like that, 50 G.
Pay that man. Pay that man. He's done. He's done. Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
Well, yeah, so the work in the gym pays off here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Gorgeous setup on the choke, and I think even better execution down the stretch. Clearly, it was sunk in deep. His opponent had no choice but to tap or take a nap. In this case, he chose to tap out. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 17 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring the winner by tap out due to a reverse triangle, Nate Diaz!
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.